They do stuff in grace and mercy. But here's two lives. Here's the problem with people. You got two lives. You got your earthly life and you got your eternal life. Some people can do things on the earth and they think they ain't need Jesus. Yes, they did. Because Jesus, even if you evil, God is in control. Because God is the one that hardened Pharaoh's heart so he can show his power through Pharaoh. Don't you think God is controlling? I know we got a crazy president right now, but you don't think God controlling him too? Don't you think every time they say, oh, you hear him? If I go flip back in Revelation about Russia, China, oh, that fit right in the Bible. You don't think they doing what God want them to do? And God will allow the corruption and all that going there. The Bible says, I'll use vessels on the honor, vessels on the dishonor. And God will use evil to get good out. And God will use evil in your life to get your good out. God evil? No, he ain't evil. God's all good. But God can take anything and make good out of it. And God talking about and people talking about, well, God took my little Jimmy. God took my Jimmy. No, Jimmy was selling drugs. The drugs took your little Jimmy. God planned on Jimmy living till he's 90, been wealthy and start his business. But Jimmy wanted to sell some weed and some coke and some heroin. God didn't take him. God didn't use that gun. Jimmy got caught up. Jimmy became his own God. And Jimmy, the law is you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You run, you gun, and the gun will run and gun at you. Don't blame God when we don't do. Now, if Jimmy was in God, God would have showed him and ordered his steps in the Lord and have his life, his movement, and his being in him and showed him we never was meant to die early. Matter of fact, we weren't meant to die at all. This body was supposed to be eternal. It didn't supposed to get sick. It didn't supposed to age. It didn't supposed to gray. It didn't supposed to gain no weight. We should be able to eat. We should be able to eat all the bacon, fatback, pork, steak, and never got fat. Red meat should not have affected us because God said you can eat deadly poison and it shouldn't destroy you. So why are we have weight, high blood pressure, and diabetes, eating sugar? We should be eating sugar cane, sucking on all that fruit we want. We can't eat too much fruit. What happened? Man sinned. Once we sin, we surely die. We don't die. We didn't die instantly. We died daily. We should be like God. We should never be mutated or transformed or changed or. We should be able. I should be my age and look like I was 20. But I find out people who are really in God, don't you see they look a little younger? And if you were looking raggedy before you came to God, didn't God lighten you up, clean you? I see people who were like death warm over, and they've been in Christ for a long time. You couldn't even tell they had addiction. You didn't tell they had anything wrong with them. They look so clean. Their eyes don't even look red no more. I see people 90 years old in Christ. Even my mother, she's older, and she can do more than what she wants to, but she still look young. She has no Alzheimer's. She's sharp as a tack. Her skin ain't dragging off of her. I see people who've been smoking. You ever seen people who smoke too much? And here's you. You smoke all your life and your skin ain't falling off of you. People smoke, they're all wrinkled up. Because God preserved you. Because your life, your movement, and your being. And even though you might not do everything right, God's still preserving you in your mess. That's God. He's the one that's giving you direction. He's the one that you can't do nothing without him. Jesus said you can't do anything without me. You can't move. You can't. Well, I'm doing stuff. No, you're doing it, but you ain't gonna be able to do it in the next life. Because here it is. This is the fake life. Because eternity is longer than what the life you live now. I always say, ain't Martin Luther King been dead longer than, has he been alive? King Tut, David. How long King Tut been dead? He been dead a lot longer than he been alive. So how many lifetimes did King Tut been dead than when he was alive? So what's the vapor? What's the mirage? What's the dream? This is the mirage. This is the dream. This is the fake life. Eternity is the real life. Because you're going to be dead a lot longer than you're alive. Okay, let's not go that far. Look at your grandmother or your cousin that been dead for years. Some of them out there. So, your real life, we are walking by faith, y'all. And now that I'm middle age, and you look back at your time, and like, where'd it go? I remember at 14, 15, wishing or could not. Okay, think about when you were 16 and now the age you are now. And didn't that look like many moons ago that you'll never get here? And you blink, you're here. And you know what? Guess what? I ain't ready to get here. I ain't ready to be 50. I still ain't ready. I'm 50. I still ain't ready to be 50. I ain't ready. I got too much youth. I get them AAP cards, whatever them things is. I snatch them up, tear them up. No, I ain't old. I know it's a discount. I don't want it. I'll spend the regular money like young people do. Because if I get that discount, that means I'm old. That means I need some help. That means I need a cane. I know it don't, but that's to me. I'm crazy. I'm wired wrong. It's like when you never, this is me, come to the journey with me. You know how people who are older, they always look like you pitiful, like you're trying to get through the door, and people open the door for you like, oh, poor, why they let this old person out by themselves? I don't want to feel that way. I want to be strong. I want to open up the door and push it open myself. And people say, why you do that? I'm going to give y'all scripture. So a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As long as I think young, and I ain't gonna get old. I don't want no walker. I don't want no cane. If I'm hurt, I'm going to walk. Even though I'm hurting, I ain't going to cause a limp. I'm going to walk gingerly, but I'm going to walk like nothing wrong. I'll take an Advil and come out the house. I'm not going to give up yet. Why? Because of my life and my being in God. And he said God will keep you youthful. And people don't think I'm old as I am now. And I like that. And I got to tell them sometimes, before I could get away with some stuff, folks run up to you, they younger than me. Then your girl run up to me, young girl run up to me. And I'm like, I'm old enough to be your daddy 10 times over. Matter of fact, one of them was trying to holler at me. I say, I should have a daughter your age. I ain't mad. I thank God for keeping me youthful, because he's some young buck trying to crack on me. That means I look young. So it must be working, God. Not that I'll fool with her. Could that burn your house down in your life? I work too hard. I'm barely holding on what I got. I don't need nobody like no matches. I'm like Smokey the Bear. Only you can stop forest fire. No. My life and being is in God now. So I let folk know I'm staying put. And you got to know where your life comes from. It's in Jesus Christ, y'all. You need Jesus. And young people don't know. Guess what? It was like a thing went out on, I think it was one of these colleges, one of the real prestigious college, and they would open up a...
For upcoming events, announcements, information, and donation, visit us at www.gpwm.org. Find us on Facebook.
gpw.org.
Faith, fellowship, funding, transforming the community, a community outreach. If you're ever in the Baltimore and Arundel County area, please visit us at the Storehouse, 7409A, Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard in Glen Burnie, Maryland. Also, you can reach us on the web at www.gpwm.org. Thanks again for watching.
A place where music can feel.